My name is Mahua Acharya. I'm the Managing Director of Convergence Energy Services Limited. We're a subsidiary of Energy Efficiency Services Limited, and we report into the Ministry of Power. This is probably one of the most collaborative initiatives being undertaken, and certainly the most collaborative I've been experienced with. And it's a real pleasure to be here with the Shakti Foundation and to be working with the Shakti Foundation as they support this really important agenda item for the country. We're looking to go green. Our transportation has to go clean and green, that's about 25% of our greenhouse gas emissions. I think I don't need to state that air pollution is a serious issue. So for this incredibly collaborative effort that is needed in the country, I'm of course very grateful for the Shakti Foundation to be supporting us and supporting the country. A couple of thoughts and comments around what CSL is working on. We are most of our bandwidth right now is going in electric buses, and electric buses for public mobility is our focus right now. We completed a tender of 5,450 buses that ended at the end of April. We got a price discovery that was cheaper than diesel. And that has changed a lot of the thinking around electric mobility and buses in particular. That price discovery comes with a change in a business model where we're asking state transport agencies to be buying buses on the basis of a service. And that's quite a radical change going forward, because that has allowed us to achieve prices which are almost 30% cheaper than diesel. And for that, of course, I'm grateful to a host of players in a very collaborative effort that got us here. And that has triggered the country to give us a target of 50,000 buses to be deployed for the next few years. And that's what we're doing right now, developing a tender for the next set of demand for electric buses, which is coming from different cities and states in the country. We have a big program for four-wheelers as well, where we're going to government departments and we're replacing their fleet with electric cars. We have a program for three-wheelers, and our three-wheeler program is focused on passenger, meaning the auto rickshaws, quote-unquote auto rickshaws that you see on the roads, for replacing passenger fleet and for replacing delivery fleet. It's a very important area, and the potential emissions are of course an issue, but most importantly in the three-wheeler business, this is last mile delivery that affects employment generation, and that affects employment. It's a very large employer base, and for that reason I'm personally very interested in this sector, because the human element is very high. And of course we've got a business on two-wheelers, but the two-wheeler business, I think from everything that I'm seeing, I'm very optimistic, and perhaps it may not even need quote-unquote help, because there's a lot of models out there, there's a lot of financing available, and people are buying electric two-wheelers anyway and already, for which I'm very happy about. We have a program for charging stations, and our model for charging stations is to utilize the market. I would like to utilize the market in some sort of a PPP kind of basis, a public-private partnership kind of basis, where the government plays a certain role that it does best, and private players do their portion in the most appropriate way. And with that, I hope that we're able to cover as much of the electric mobility ecosystem building as I physically can in my time at CSL. So one more time, thank you for the Shakti Foundation for playing this very important role, and all the best on EV Day.